Greetings, this is Frosty Thundertrod, Telnor Beastmaster of the Sundered Guard. It's been a while since I put up anything from Ashes of Creation, so decided to go ahead and just play a little bit here and chat. Basically, I'm only logging in, a couple times a week because nothing's really changed in beta alpha 2 for quite a while. And most of the things I'm looking forward to are way off in the future. Phase 3. And Phase 3 is supposedly going to start in May, but at this point, I doubt it. And even if it does start in May, Phase 3 will probably go on for a long, long time. Alright. This is my Vec Warrior. I don't know what happened to the skin on my armor. It just kind of disappeared 2 patches ago. My warrior is more of a, let's see, single target build. Let's go to Formless Celebrity. Celerity. Yeah, these are kind of underleveled, but I got a mission to kill them, so I shall. Some flax. I try to end up with lethal blow because if I overkill the target, that returns health and mana to me. So it's really worthwhile to use that as my final. That's a weird looking one. Alright. I'm not even using my buff items because these guys are relatively low level. Ashen Flame Disciple. Yeah, so my basic rotation is I open with so I go into Formless Celebrity. I open with Overpower, which staggers. Then I use Wallop, which turns into a knockdown. And then Maim, which does additional damage on targets that have just been knocked down. 5. Brutal Cleave is my only real AoE effect, although Maim does have a small straight line AoE. I don't use Battle Cry very often because the cooldown's too long. If I do use it, I use it right before I start battle. As you can see, I chopped through these guys pretty quickly. I also have the R key, which is Crippling Blow. It just adds Snare, which it's just a weaker version of Overpower, really. So I don't use it. This one's about the same level as the rest, but it's a little bit stronger. Yeah, number 6 here applies wounded. And if the target's already bleeding, then it applies hemorrhaging. Now my sword can passively apply bleeding. So you'll see as I use my combos, like here, 3 lights up around the perimeter to indicate that that's a good combo. Then 2. I'm going to go ahead and lead with 6. There we go. Now, number 4 can be boosted. Number 4, Lethal Blow, can be boosted by number 6, Rupture, if I get the bleeding proc on my sword. I got to kill 3 more Minotaurs to complete the mission. Alright, one more. Although with my single target build, that means I don't have the charges and I don't really have much in the AoE effect. But with the way I play, I'd rather have the ability to control my pulls. Alright. That quest is done. Kill wolves or bears and kill... quest to kill wolves and bears and quest to kill ravens. Fortunately, there's plenty of those around here. The bears are a lot tougher than the minotaurs. It looks like I'm out of provisions to heal, so I'm just gonna have to sit and slow heal. Alright. Now I'm going to use a scroll dexterity to improve my dexterity, of course. And then fresh salad increases my physical power rating. Alright. Someone just ran through the camp. Yeah, if you're around level 20 or so, this camp's no danger to you whatsoever, so you might as well just run through it. Save some time. Now, I'm going to switch to my book to pull this raven over here towards me. I really like the book overall. The one I'm using is the it's the Brass Energy Spellbook. So it does physical damage instead of magic damage, which suits me as a warrior better. Yeah, I got an ad there, but it was okay. I need to kill 2 more ravens. Yeah, I don't want to mess with a level 12 wolf. Because it's a 1-star, that's basically means elite. And it's 1 level higher than me. Generally speaking, if you're going to fight an elite, it needs to be 1 or 2 levels lower than you if you're going to solo it. Unless it just happens that your build, like specifically counters it really well. As in, my knocking down really works really well against these minotaurs. Not so well against the bears. That was convenient. Spawned right there on top of me. There's one more. Alright, Raven's quest is done. Now I need to focus on bears and wolves. I'd rather fight wolves. They're a little bit weaker. And I don't like wolves as much as I like bears, so I feel better about killing them. Alright, this one here is 2 levels higher than me, but it has no stars on it, so I feel confident in taking it on even though it's 2 levels higher. There we go. Maybe I'll get level 12 here. Ah, actually, I had 2 quests for the to kill ravens. Let me check, make sure I don't have any other doubles up. Nope. Level's this bear? That's a level 9. I'll skip that one. Yep, it's a tameable wolf. The tameable animals kind of give themselves away by the fact that they don't move, they just kind of stand there. And then as you get closer to them, you'll see this circle and then the gray name. Plus, it's just plain wolf. It's not, gray wolf or ashen wolf or something like that. Yeah, I petted it to death. Level 9. Level's this one. Level 9. Oh, it's another tameable wolf. Let's see if this one survives being petted. This doesn't count towards my quest for killing them, even if I do pet it to death. No, that one survived being petted. Oh, there's a bear. Let's pet a bear. Bears usually survive being petted. Yep. There's a slate wolf over there. That'd be a good target. Oh, shaman. Those things are annoying. I'll go ahead and take it out. A little slow on the move there. Shaman's dead. Yeah, that poison bomb that they launch out, it's kind of slow and easy to dodge, but if it does hit you, which if you find yourself fighting a few of them, it will hit you. Alright, let's pull this wolf out here. Swap my weapon back. Alright. This bear here is blue. So I'm going to pull it at range so that I get to wear it down a little bit before we... It's snared right now, so it's having a hard time keeping up with me. It's a passive ability. Yeah, it worked well. Although the snare is a proc, it's a passive proc on my book, so you can't really count on that to save your hind end often. But even if he hadn't been snared, I could have meleeed that one down. Really? He just wanted to die, that's all that was. Blue Shaman. This here's a player's freehold. Looks like they're growing bluebell. Yeah, these are getting a little bit too high. I can probably take on a level 15 goblin, but there's no real benefit for me to do that. See, I want that wolf there, so I'm gonna have to deal with these guys first. Alright. There we go. Level 12. I'm back off here for a moment. Alright, so for class. Scrolling a little bit. Knockout. This might be useful. Blood Fusion. Return 100% damage dealt as health and 35% of the damage dealt as mana over the next 6 seconds. Resource replenishes diminished for each target hit beyond the first. Okay. Cataclysm. Apply Shaken to all enemies in large area in front of you. No. Leap. No. Oh, yes. Overpower, which is this one. So this will apply Wounded Stack, which will let's see. Apply Wounded. So then Wounded will boost Rupture. Nice. Now what's this? That's a nice one. I don't switch forms, so I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, that's spin to win. I don't spin to win. Not interested in leaping. So, blood fusion. Now this is interesting. This gives me a opportunity to... No, but it's an AoE and I don't want an AoE. So, brutality is a passive. That would be awesome. Or blood fusion. Which would increase my sustain. I think I'm going to go blood fusion. There we go. Stamina. Alright. So. I've already maxed out my dodging. So. Okay. Sweet. One thing I don't like about this game is how, you know, we go 1 through 6, and then suddenly we just drop down here to the keyboard. I think I'm gonna... Oops. That's a long long cooldown on that. Alright. So I'm gonna unlock. Move you over here. And then put the I hardly ever gonna use you over here on the V. Lock this toolbar back again. Come here, woofy woofy. Damn. Shaman jumped into it anyway. Swap weapons. Oh, nice. So I'm regaining health and mana, even from... Well, I do like that. Ah, rare poop. Alright, need 4 more bears or wolves. Alright, let's try this bear since I've leveled up. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. Come on, bear. my sword quit rendering again. You can see I'm still holding it by the pose. You can usually fix this by equipping and unequipping the weapon, but it doesn't really make that much difference. I know it's there. Ooh, my pet wolf. Well, I'm probably gonna have to take care of this shaman. Apply burning, which is another passive effect on my book. A little bit extra damage never hurts. Pet the wolf. Pet the wolf. No, wolf didn't survive being petted. It looks like I kind of cleared this area out, so I'll move on somewhere else. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna run for a while, so might as well get the horse out. Gotta kill two more wolves or two more wolves or bears. It's mostly goblins up in here. There's a wolf. It's a tameable wolf. See if this one survives being petted. Yep, that one survived being petted. Goblins. Annoying. River otter. Don't have any use for them right now. Some frogs. Well, there's a horse to pet. Horses make terrible mounts, but that's what you start with. Guess they do okay for beasts of burdens, but oh, it's a green horse. Horses always survive being petted. Just watching out for more animals that I might be able to tame as I move over to the area with some more wolves. You quite often find horses right along the river. There's an otter. I'm gonna directly upload this to YouTube with no editing. That way it gets the highest possible quality. So I play in 1440p, ultra wide, and OBS can record that just fine. However, my editing software can only do 1080p, and then YouTube upscales it from 1080p to 4K. It's 10. This is probably iron. Yep. A lot of the minerals look so much alike. That looks like a tameable horse over there. I'll go pet it. It is. You can tell by the fact that it didn't move, it just sat there animating. And the fact that they even animate's kind of a new thing. Pet the horsey, pet the horsey. Level 7 in hunting. Just a regular gray horse. Brim. There's another horse. Oh, there's 2 horses over there. Nice. Well, someday they'll probably implement a horse mob and I'll come running up to it thinking I can tame it and just get my butt kicked. Yeah, regular gray horse. That's an emerald. Yep, another regular gray horse. Alright, I'm gonna stay on foot from here out. These guys are kind of weak. Not really worth me fighting. There should be a slate wolf over here. Yes, there is. Both of them are up. Good. Oh, what the hell's going on here? I'll switch weapon to my book. I don't know what's going on. So the only thing I can do is pop a pot and run away. Well, that was annoying. For some reason, that wolf couldn't be attacked. Get back over to it, and it had a green name. Do a bug report. Alright. See if I can attack this one. No, invalid target. So. Turn off the caps. Type. Combat. NPC. Slate. Wolf. Says it's a invalid target when I try to attack it, but it can still aggro me. I can't fight back. There we go. So let's go find some wolves or bears that don't have a green name. Well, that's annoying. All these seem to have green names. Is it? Oh my god, it's the rare copper node. Yay, 5 copper. Yeah, all these have green names like guards, so guess I'm gonna have to run back and hope for some respawns. Yeah, it looks like we had some PvP going on there. Zombies up on the hill. I got a quest for them too, but want to finish the wolves or bears one first. Just trotting on along here. Get back to where I was at, kill a couple more, then I think I'll bring this video to an end. Still more 10. I don't know what that animation was that played just a moment ago, but I sped up afterwards. Alright. That's better. Yeah, enemies that you can kill are a lot more enjoyable than ones you can't. Hoping for another wolf, but I might just have to take down a bear to finish this up. Let's see. Level 9 bear? Let's go for it. I got the slow on it, so I could probably kite this one out. Alright, let's finish it. Well, I would say I did 3 quests, leveled up, so I'd say this is a pretty good spot to end this video. Thank you very much for watching.